What is happening, everyone? Today I'm going to teach you how to get soul level 100 in roughly 14 to 15 minutes. So right now I'm going to create a character from the beginning. This is very important. You want to create the class as the thief right here, because it gives you the master key, which you unlock different doors through the maps and whatnot, and the black fire bomb here. The reason for the black fire bomb is just to be fast. So you don't actually need to pick this, but it's the fastest that you can get to reach a certain point. The fifth class, yes, that is very... Well, you can actually not pick the fifth class, but it doesn't really matter what you pick, because the reason for this is that you're gonna get like any class that you want in roughly 14 minutes. So we're gonna just speed through this. We're gonna go. Black fire bombs are gonna be used to kill the Xylan demon, which is going to be in a few seconds right here. Right here, I just take off the stuff because yeah, commodity stuff, so it can be a little bit faster. So don't worry about it. Um, so right here, it's very important. You can see the asylum demon is right there waiting for you. So you open the door and you can walk or you can run towards this very spot over here, this gap, and you throw fire bombs. You look a little bit up and you throw fire bombs at him. Right here you can dodge after the attack, but I just didn't. I just weared a full potato. But it can demonstrate that the fight can go like rough and you still win. So yeah, this is for tutorial purposes, of course, obviously. So if you kill it early on, it's gonna give you the great axe. Otherwise, you won't receive this hammer axe. I don't know. So grab your shield, grab your weapon here. It's gonna be fine. This guy doesn't do much against you. I'll just speed through him. Now we're gonna get our Estus flask real quick and the key to get out of this weird place. So right here I use the frames to get my equipment. Take note that I'm not a speedrunner, I just know a few tricks. And I'm just trying to go as fast as I can here for the tutorial and whatnot. But essentially this is not that hard to do, so you guys can perform this at any given time. I just practice like 5 to 10 runs, so yeah, this is pretty easy to do. So right here, just open the door and go for the Firelink Shrine like you would normally do. So if you don't want to go for the black fire bombs, if you want to pick another class because of the gear or something, or there's a weapon that you want, make sure that you pick the master key, because that's going to be very important for this. Okay. So we arrive at the Firelink Shrine here, and we're gonna go back here. We're gonna collect some homeward bones up there. I'm gonna show you how, and you would normally go that way, but you don't want to go that way just yet. So for the purposes of being overpowered in very early game, like without even killing any bosses, this is how you do it. So you're gonna go up here. The technique that I'm gonna show you, it's called duping. So you're gonna dupe items. So you go down here. There's going to be this chest area. So in this chest, you're gonna get some homeward bones. This is for content, for speeds purposes, nothing else. But it's always good to have some homeward bones. If you want a faith build, you have this chest, which gives you a talisman and the morning star, which is kind of a nice weapon. So right here, you're gonna go down and you're gonna go up the stairs to your left real quick. And if you keep going forward, you're gonna get a soul item right here. This is very important to get this soul item. It's gonna be right here. There you go. The reason for this is I'm gonna try to explain this very briefly. But before I do, we're not gonna go for that spot over here, right there. We're not gonna go like we would proceed to the game. We're gonna go down. Okay, and you will see why. But okay. So what you want to do is dupe items. So you're gonna need soul items to do so. That's why we went to pick that soul item. And the way this works is you have to store in memory of the game. The game needs to see a certain number for you to actually dupe to that number, to that specific number. Do you understand? So let's say, for example, the game never seen a number, like selecting a number using an item or anything. So like right here, I'm going to explain to you how do you dupe. I'm going to get into details later on. So you're going to go for browser items. You're going to see that you're going to have the soul item that you just pick up. This works for consumable items, ones that you can like use a certain amount. So you can use for humanity, and you can use for lost souls or souls or whatever. Boss souls do not work for this because you cannot use a stack. So you're gonna want to go for this menu, the settings menu, right here, and you want to select quit game with your mouse. This only works on PC because of this. And what you want to do is press that, the home, the first inventory button, and X at the same time with the quit game selected. So it's very quickly, it's going to show this up, and basically what you do is you can scroll through this with that menu open. What this allows you to do is click in that. As you can see, if you select the soul item, you're going to see that there's drop like you would usually see. There's drop, there's everything. You want to make sure you select use selected item by hovering with the mouse. You're going to use the selected quantity, and it's going to show up as 0, and you can get up to 99. If you use 98, it doesn't matter. It consumes all the soul items. So, like you see, I'm going to get a lot of souls because of this. Very easily. So what you do is, as you can see, the soul is gone, so you can use it on humanity as well, which I will demonstrate later on. But yeah, basically select the item. You don't need to select that. Don't make sure that you don't select any item before this, because the stored number will be 99. So right here is why you need the master key. You're gonna have another soul item here, but this one is very meh. If you don't, I'm gonna go for the real big deal, real big numbers here. So you cross the bridge, or you go here to jump. The thing is, go to the dragon. So right here, I'm gonna put this homeward bound just for speeding content. Okay. Now this part is very tricky because you cannot go for the other items because the dragon will wake up and kill you. Okay, so right here, if you want to go for those two items in the middle, is gonna wake up and smash you to the ground. That's a shield and something else that I cannot remember. I think it's a weapon. But right here is what you want. This is a soul of a proud knight. This gives a lot of souls, man. This gives a lot of souls. So right now I'm gonna use the homeward bound to go back to the Firelink Shrine, and we're gonna dupe a large quantity. So now we're gonna progress through the game like we usually do until we get a vendor. And this vendor is gonna be very important because it will allow you to transgress the 99 to 999. This is the maximum amount of souls that you can acquire, like by this method. It's gonna give you a lot of stuff. So right here we're gonna go progress through the game. Essentially, you need to store an item. You need to show the game that number before you can use it. By default, if you don't select any item, like let's say that you were going to use that soul, if you press that soul, it's gonna show you the number 1 because you don't have much more souls. So right here, you want to turn right here. You're gonna go through these boxes. There you go. And there's going to be a vendor here that sells you arrows. These are very cheap. This is why we used the first soul. Don't worry, the guys will not follow you if you do like this very fast. So this vendor here, we're gonna sell you some arrows. We're gonna sell you a good shield as well with 100% physical damage blockage. So right here, we're gonna buy 999 arrows. You don't actually need to buy them, but for the purposes of keeping like that stored number, I will have it. Because if you want to do this later on in the game, you already have the arrows. So this is very good for you. I'm also gonna buy the resonance key because yes. So right now, we're gonna dupe a little bit different. Instead of going straight into the duping, we're first gonna check the arrow number. So now we have 999. So previously we can go up to 99 because it's the default number. But now, look, we have 999. So what you're gonna show the game this. So you just select 999 from drop. It doesn't matter. You're not gonna drop them. you press cancel, and the game will store 999 in their memory. You're gonna do the same thing. So you're gonna go to the menu, system. There you go. You're gonna select quit game. Will not press it. We're gonna press the mouse button and X right shortly after. This needs to be very quickly. So press the left mouse button to select and then X straight away. And now you can use 999 because the game saw it. I'm gonna use 998. So just so you see that you will lose the item anyways. Like, boom. Look at the amount of souls that we got. Incredible. Right now you can get to soul level 100 and you can be anything that you want. This is very good for PvP. You don't get banned for this. This is a trick that is used a lot in speedrunning, so don't worry about it. It's very legal. You can also use this in humanity for certain covenants. For example, the Quelag, that requires you to give roughly 50, I believe, humanity to get the covenant death. So right here I'm gonna demonstrate that you can use these souls, you can do whatever you want with them. The souls are yours, and you can be whatever you want. There you go. So basically, you show the game the number, and you can do up until that number. So 999 is the maximum, so you can dupe until that number, okay? This doesn't work with other items, such as, let's say, oh, here I show that the soul level is actually 100, you get the stats, you get everything. But let me tell you here that the other items like black fire bombs or homeward bones or even titanite shards, this method does not work, okay? And I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna demonstrate here. I'm gonna unequip them, okay? And show you that it's not possible. But at first I do the humanity. Here we go. Same thing. I'm gonna use the item. Boom. And now I can get 999, but only gives you 99 because that's the amount of humanity, the max amount of humanity that you can have. So there you go. That's perfect. So now I'm gonna show you how to that you cannot do this to the items. I'm gonna unequip them. I'm gonna show you. There is a way to do this, but I still haven't figured out how. But there's a way to get infinite items as well. But it's in another method. So right here I'm gonna use the same method. I'm gonna go for 999 to show the game that number. You need to do this all the time. Right here I'm attempting and I'm failing because this needs to be very quickly. So this is the outcome that you might expect for the first tries. Like, you're just gonna go for the thing, or you're just gonna press the quit game instead, because this needs... Here we go. See? This is the outcome. And there you go, we did it. As soon as you see the title menu, do not press the title menu, be very careful, because this will actually exit your game. So, as you can see through the... So the menu is behind the quit menu, you understand? And as soon as you press the drop or use item, which we already did, we dropped the item to see if we can collect the firebombs, the 999, but no, it only collects the firebombs that you had previously. So this method doesn't work. So yeah, anyways guys, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this clarifies a lot of questions for you, because this is actually not very popular. So yeah, enjoy. Thank you guys.